Hi, welcome to week 4. In this video, I want to do an update on the Obama discussion that we are having in the forum. I want to talk to you about your invention for the analysis essay, and I want to do a quick review on some of the common errors that I saw in your business writing or in your profile writing. First of all, our discussion. I love this type of discussion where you can take something that we've seen in real life, something that we know really well, and look at the rhetoric behind it. I like how this video fits in so well with the essay that we read from Schaefer. Schaefer asked, how does Obama do that thing he does? And it's perfect for analysis, for us to say, how does he make us feel so good when he gives a speech? So you're doing a great job breaking that apart. I want you to look at some of the statements he makes and how he uses our beliefs to make a connection. Like, don't we all agree that if we get sick, we wouldn't want to go bankrupt? He says that's something he believes in. Well, he's connecting with us because everybody believes that. And he says that we believe everyone should have a right to a solid education. Well, we all believe that. And he makes a statement that we believe, he says, that every student should have the right to go to college, even if they can't afford to go to college. Well, let's look at these statements. Isn't that already true? That was me. I wanted to go to college, and my parents said, there's no way we can afford that. You're going to have to work hard. You're going to have to get some scholarships. You're going to have to apply for some grants. I did. I got quite a bit of grant money from the United States government. I couldn't afford to go to college, but I did because the government offers assistance to people who can't afford to go to college. So we need to look at some of these claims that Obama makes and realize he's appealing to his audience and he's wanting us to feel good and to be on his side. It's a great study of how to appeal to your audience. We just want to make sure that we are being ethical or credible or using that ethos appropriately when we make statements to our audience. So if you haven't joined us in this discussion yet, please do. It's a wonderful analysis. And I also want you to note, I'm not making fun of any political siding. I'm simply looking at the rhetoric, and I would do this with Bush, I would do this with Mitt Romney, I would do this with anyone. So please keep your focus on the rhetoric and not necessarily your political stance. Okay, so that was the Obama discussion. I wanted to talk to you about your invention, which includes the annotation and the plan for your analysis paper. Hopefully you've had time to look over the assignment. We do go outside the textbook for this one, and you find an article that you can analyze. First of all, do make a hard copy and annotate that article. That's going to help you with your critical thinking. Make sure that you get all those pieces in. I do want to see this. I did not communicate that clearly, but I would like to see that. And then, of course, turn in your invention. If you can get it in before, or let's say by Friday, I would certainly check it for you so that you know you're on the right track before your paper is due Sunday. So that's it for my talk about the invention. I want to do a quick review on some of the common errors I'm seeing in either your business writing or in your profile writing, and I'm hoping that I don't see those again next week. So let's look at it for commas. Here's one. The sentence says, on May 2nd, 2013, we went fishing in a pond. For some reason, we always put a comma after the year. Most of you are doing a great job putting the comma between the day and the year, but that comma is not being found after the year, and it always goes after the year too. Let's look at the next one. Punctuation with quotation marks. This is often a problem. My uncle told me we will go fishing again this year. End quote, period. Which one's right? Well, the sentence is being quoted, and you need the punctuation inside the quotation because the whole sentence is being quoted. So the punctuation always goes inside. Okay, here's an example with commas. There's always a comma after the word said or saying or gives or provides or states. The old saying, comma, give a man a fish and you feed him for a day, teach him to fish and you feed him for life, gives us a standard to follow. Now this should look odd to you. The comma always goes first. So the comma first and then the punctuation mark. So you always do the punctuation mark and then the quotation mark. So you always do the punctuation and then the quotation. The only time you're not going to do a punctuation here is when you have an in-text citation. Then you'll just do the quotation marks and then your in-text citation. Here's another example. This isn't punctuation, but this is an example of having an actor in your sentence. Let me move those words and just talk to you for a moment about having an actor in your sentence. If you see a sentence that has some sort of a problem and you don't know what it is, you might want to look and see who the actor is in that sentence. I should see at the very beginning of your sentence a person or the object that you're discussing. I should know from the first one or two words, I should see who or what this sentence is about. And I should also feel with some sort of a verb, I should also be able to feel what's going on or see what's going on. So let's look at this first sentence. There are. So let's look at this first sentence. There are. What is there? Who is there? And what do you see when the word there comes up? I don't see anything. And what do I feel or see with the word are? I don't get a sense for what's going on. So there are good days and bad days to go fishing. That's a very weak way to start a sentence. Here's a way we could change it. We put the actor first. It's about a fisherman, so let's put the fisherman here. A fisherman will have good luck if he fishes on a clear or calm day. He or she will not have good luck fishing on a windy day. Okay, let's look at another place where an actor is not in the sentence. Fishing in the pond, bugs often bite. Well, we don't know who's fishing, so please tell us who is fishing in the pond. So we rearrange it. When I fish in this pond, the bugs often bite me. So here we have completed our review on some of the common errors that we made this week in commas, putting an actor in each sentence, and making stronger sentences than there are. So keep up the good work. Please see all my feedback from your writing. That's how we improve. And please see my feedback about the portfolios that come up toward the end of the semester. I've given you that feedback with your profile and with your profile paper. Thank you.